Good evening, lifers. Good evening, community. I am Coach Ruth, and welcome to 15 to Life, where we learn, grow, and serve for a peaceful life. In these next 15 minutes, I not only prepare you for your upcoming week, but for the rest of your life. Thank you guys so much for being on here tonight. If you have not already, make sure that you like the page, follow the page, and share that stream. Make sure you do that. That's if you're watching on Facebook. Y'all know I got to get so many shares, so y'all make sure y'all do that. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe, hit that subscribe button, and then give me a thumbs up. I need y'all to give me a thumbs up and hit that notification button and change your notifications so that anytime I'm on, you will be notified. So thank you so much in advance for doing that. If this is your first time here, make sure you put your name in the comment section so we can welcome you to this community. You will see that we call ourselves lifers. That is because we are doing life together. And I need to turn off my notifications on some stuff because stuff keeps coming through, or the phone's ringing, or some other crazy stuff. So let me see who's on here really quick. Hello, Janice Pryor. Hello, Phyllis Keelan. I think you were always one of the first ones on here. It's Simone and Crystal. Yes. Hello to you guys. How are Martina? How are you doing? How's mom? Yes. So glad that you ladies are on here tonight. Again, if you are new here to this community for about 2 years, I was on here just on Sunday nights from 6 p.m. to 6:15 p.m. That's why it was called 15 to Life. However, I'm stretching myself because we said this is the year of action. So I am stretching myself. So I am, at least for the next 30 days, I'm going to go live every day on YouTube only. During the week, it will be just on YouTube only. So you need to go to the 15 to Life and then put in Ruth Ward as well. So I will come up and you can find me pretty soon, because it's going to be so many searches on there. I'll be on the front page. I'm believing that. So, but for right now, put in YouTube, the 15 to Life, Ruth Ward, and then I will come up and you'll see it. And then you just subscribe and you'll have it from then on. So, but during the week, Monday through Saturday, I'm on YouTube only. And primarily I'll be on at around noon, but it could be different times just depending upon what's going on. For instance, on Saturday, I just went live on my phone. So there's no countdown. That's why it's important to hit that notification button. So when I just go on, and there's no countdown or anything like that, I'm just on. So I had my group run on Saturday. We were at Seneca Park, which means there's lots of hills and running through the neighborhood, and it was crazy. And we had to do 5 miles for those of us who were doing the half marathon. If you were doing the full marathon, you had to do 11 miles. So been there, done that. But so I had to do 5 miles. And so I went on as soon as I finished with that run. So I was out there with all my Vaseline on my face and my hood over my head and all that. So yeah. So if you want to go out there and watch Saturdays live, you can do that as well. I feel like I had something good to say on there. And so that's why I wanted to go live every day, because I feel like that God, this is not just me. It's not me at all. This is God. I really feel like that God has given me something to say and to share with a broader community. And I thank God that I sort of took my husband's challenge and stepped out. And so that's what I'm doing. So right now, I think the last time I looked, I had about I think when I looked, I had 225 subscribers. And I think one new person subscribed. So I think I was at 226. So my goal, and I'm just letting you guys know, my goal is I want 1,000 subscribers. I know there are people out there that have 500,000 million subscribers, and maybe that'll come later. But for right now, my goal is to get 1,000 subscribers. So if you know of a friend or somebody who would love to be a part of this community, then go ahead and let them know and ask them to subscribe. Okay. Let's see who else. Timberland. I know Timberland. She's always on YouTube. And Cheryl. Oh, Cheryl. I know y'all probably can't see this behind me, Let me grab it. But she gave me this today, and I think you can probably see it. There it is. It says the 15 to life. Isn't that beautiful? So I was like, oh my God, that was so nice. So thank you so much, Cheryl. I really appreciate that. And I had to put it on there. So that will always be sitting there. Because as soon as I pulled it out, I told Michael Travis, I said, oh my God, I said, I need to put that so that I can have it on there. This is my first thing, advertisement for 15 to Life. So I thank you so much. Sandra Easley, how are you? Phyllis. Yeah, you guys, love you all so much. Again, make sure you share the stream, follow the page, all that. Okay, so I want to get to what I want to talk to tonight, because on Sunday nights, I will still continue to keep it 15 minutes, but during the week, it could be much longer because I have more time, or it could be shorter. Like Saturday, I think I was on there about 9 minutes. But then Thursday and Friday, I was on there like 45 minutes. So it just depends. All right. So that's why you gotta subscribe, so you'll get all that information. All right. So here we go. Because I only have about 9 minutes left. So this is 15 to Life, where we learn, grow, and serve for a peaceful life. I don't know if y'all can see that, but I'm in my basement. Did y'all know I was in my basement? That's where I am. I'm in my basement. I love it though. I love it. I'm surrounded by all my Christmas decorations and stuff, packages and all that good stuff. I wish you could see what I'm looking at, but I love it. Okay. So good. You get the notification. Love it. Love it. All right. Y'all know I got to ask you, how much have you saved? Are you still saving your $1 a day? If not, what are you saving? Are you saving anything? I'm not going to get up off of this, because I want you to start practicing doing something every day, doing something every day. Okay. So make sure, even if it's 50 cents or whatever, you got to start saving. So I want y'all to put in there. I want to see how much you guys are saving. Let me see. Okay. Now I've got something else up on my screen. So some of these comments I cannot see. So I apologize on that. As they move up, I'll be able to see them. Okay. And remember, this is the year of action. This is our year of action. Got to do it. That's why I'm going live every day. And that's why I'm doing some other stuff and got all this stuff up my sleeve, because this is the year of action. So I can't ask you guys to do anything that I am not doing myself. I don't know if y'all can hear my water heater. See, that's why I'm in the basement. Y'all hear my water heater that just went off? And my husband would say, I told you to unplug the water heater. That's what he'll say, if y'all can hear it. But just say, oh, hello, Clementine. How are you doing? How are you doing? Hope you are doing well. Hope you are doing well. Okay, so we're going to get right into it. Year of action. Here's our scripture, James 2:14. Dear friends, do you think you'll get anywhere in this if you learn all the right words but never do anything, right? You can understand the words coming out of my mouth, but if you don't do anything, it means nothing. So you gotta do it, right? Bible says you can learn all you want to, but you gotta do it, okay? James 2:25 also goes on to say the same with Rahab, the Jericho harlot. Wasn't her action in hiding God's spies and helping them escape that seamless unity of believing and doing what counted with God? She did it. She acted out. She didn't say, I'm a harlot, whatever I can't do. She did it. Okay. So what I want to talk about this on our time left is, this is Black History Month. But I also wanted to highlight a woman, Bessie Coleman, and some of you may have heard of her. Probably most of you have heard of her. She was born January 26, 1892. She died April 30th, 1926. I believe she was 34 years old at the time. And I'm going to read some of this on my phone because this is kind of small. I don't know if you can see this, but she was one of 13 children, and her mathematical skills freed her from working in the cotton fields. She had at one point moved to Chicago, where she was a manicurist and restaurant manager. That's when flying was really coming out, aviation and all that. And so she had an interest in that. But remember, this was the 1920s, all that, and she was a Black female. There were no opportunities for her. Okay, so I'm going to read this. Because of her race, she was unable to attend aviation schools in the United States. Undaunted, she wasn't going to let it stop her, right? Because she wanted to learn how to fly. That's what she wanted to do. Undaunted, she learned French, and in 1920 was accepted at the Caudron Brothers School of Aviation in Le Crotoy, France. And I want to say this as well. Before even that, she had to learn how to speak French. While she was applying for that school over in France, she had to learn how to speak French so that when she went over there, she could communicate with them and they could communicate with her. So she was believing in advance and working toward saying, like, I know I'm going to get in that school, so I got to learn French. So before she even got into school, she had already learned how to speak French. I don't know if you can see me very well. Okay, I'm going to move there. Then on June 15th, 1921, she became the first American woman to obtain an international pilot's license from the Federation Aeronautic Internationals. All right. Then, in further training in France, she specialized in stunt flying and parachuting. She returned to the United States, where racial and gender biases prevented her from becoming a commercial pilot. Stunt flying or barnstorming was her only career option. She staged the first public flight by an African-American woman in America on Labor Day, September 3rd, 1922. She became a popular flyer at aerial shows, though she refused to perform before segregated audiences in the South. And then the last one is speaking at schools and churches. She encouraged Black people to take an interest in aviation. She also raised money to found a school to train Black aviators. Before she could found her school, however, during a rehearsal for an aerial show, the plane carrying Coleman spun out of control, catapulting her 2,000 feet to her death. So she died. So you have this woman, okay? You have this woman who was Black, female, was born in the 1920s during segregation, wanted to fly, could not fly, but she said, she found out about this school over in Europe and France and said, hey, I'm going to go over to that school, knowing, like I said, that she had to learn how to speak French first. Then she was accepted into the school, went to the school, learned how to fly, became one of the best airplane pilots and doing all kinds of tricks and shows. And then she was paying it forward because she wanted other Black people to learn how to fly, wanted to open up a school. Then her plane crashed. Y'all know me. Y'all know sometimes I'm a conspiracy theorist, right? So I was like, I wonder if somebody did something to her plane. But anyway, I don't know. But she was with another pilot. And what happened was they were doing some kind of flip and she didn't have on a seatbelt. And so when the plane flipped over, she fell out of the plane. And then, so she died. And then the other pilot that was with her, he crashed the plane and he died as well. But here's my question to you. I'm looking at these comments. You're very well. Yes, thank you. It's beautiful, Cheryl. I really appreciate it. Okay, but here's my question to you guys, okay, is what's stopping you? Because last week I talked about excuses. I talked about, the excuses that we come up with. that I'm too old, or I don't have enough money, or I'm scared, or I don't have the education, or, whatever excuse you want to come up with. What's stopping you when you look at somebody like her in the face of all of those obstacles that she had? She could have, first of all, she could have easily just said, I'm going to be like the rest of my family and I'm just going to pick cotton, right? But she didn't. And she was like, I'm going to move out of here. So that's when she moved to Chicago, working at a restaurant. She did nails, those sorts of things. Then because of that, other things opened up to her. That's when she found out about, flying airplanes and being in an airplane pilot. But what's stopping you? You may have, I'm not saying that you don't have obstacles, because we all have obstacles. Yes, we do. We all have obstacles. We have things that, sometimes, we might want to apply for that job at work, but we don't have the education. They have on there that they want you to have 5 years of experience in whatever, or they want you to have a degree in this, or sometimes they want you to have a master's in something. And you say, well, I don't have any of that. Apply anyway. Or you want to start that business and you say, I don't know how to do it. Find out. I didn't know how to start a business. I had no idea. I went to the Southern Indiana Small Business Association and talked to those people. Y'all hear me say this all the time. I talk to those people. All that stuff is free. All that information that they gave me was free. Didn't cost me a dime. But what if I said, I don't know how to start a business? I would never have done anything. What if I said, I don't have the qualifications to be a chaplain? Those people had doctorates. I had some college. I'm sitting in a room with them, making the same money, doing the exact same thing. All because I said, I'm going to apply anyway. All they can say is no. Are you allowing fear to stop you? Don't. Who was that said, was it Winston Churchill? I don't know, that says we have nothing to fear but fear itself. Okay, that's good. But what does the Bible say as well? God has not given us the spirit of fear. He's not giving you the spirit of fear. And you don't want to live your life. Like I said, you hear that you only live once. You don't, you live every day. You only die once. So what are you going to get out there and do? And you hear me say, don't. And then it's another thing that stops us. Y'all hear me say this all the time as well. Well, what are they going to say? They're going to look at me crazy. They're going to, my family or my friends or the people on my job or the people at my church, they're going to judge me and think I'm crazy. Don't worry about any of that. Do it. This is the year, because maybe you have an idea to do something. And I'm telling you, if you don't do it, God will give that idea to somebody else and they will run with that idea and they will make millions of dollars and do all kinds of stuff. All because they did it, but you were too afraid to do it. I think about Tabitha Brown and how, if I'm saying this correctly, somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, that I believe she was making videos for like 5 years or something like that, just making videos, talking about stuff. And I think one video she was in the car, somebody had made her a veggie sandwich or something because she's a vegetarian, and she posted about it and it went viral. And I think in 1 month, she gained like 5 million followers in a month. But she was just out there posting stuff. What can you be doing? And I'm not saying, if we're all going to be a Tabitha Brown. I'm not saying that, or being all in Oprah. But you need to be the best that you can be and do those things that God has placed inside of your heart to do. You just got to have the courage to do it. Crystal, are you saying you saved $1? All right. That's all right. Because $1 is better than no money, right? What time is it? It is 6:20. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, but listen. If Bessie Coleman, in the face of all kinds of stuff, and I'm sure that they haven't told half the stuff that she had to go through as a woman back then and as a Black woman, OMG, you can do this. What is that? It is in your heart. You can do it. I promise you. Just take one step and do it. Okay? I'm going to be out of here. I love you all. I love you with my whole heart. Not the bottom of my heart, my whole heart. I love you. I believe in you. I believe in your dreams. But most importantly, I believe in your action. And so you got to get out there and do it. Okay? Because you live every day, but you only die once. And so once you're out of here, then you're gone, right? And so I want you to, as they say, I want you to go sliding in to the casket, okay? Well, you ain't got nothing left to give. That's what I want for you. And I want that for myself as well, okay? Let me see, only me. I'm missing some stuff. Okay, all right. I love you all. Your action this week is to journal. What is stopping me? What is stopping me? Is it the fear of rejection? What's stopping you? Is it the fear of what people think? What's stopping you? Is it that I'm not good enough? What's stopping you? Do the work so you can get on the other side of it. And when you get on that other side, you'll be so happy that you did the work. It's hard, but it's worth it. Okay? I love you all, and I am out of here, and I will see you tomorrow. Might be at 12 o'clock, might be in the morning after I take my spin class that starts at 6 in the morning. I know, that's why I got to go to bed. I love you all. I'll see you tomorrow on YouTube, The 15 to Life. Make sure you go there now. Subscribe. Hit that notification button because I want to see you when I go live. All right? Because I got good stuff to share you. God's given a lot of good stuff to me to share. Not me. It's him. All right. I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Finally finding me. Third eye opening up so I can see. Finally I can breathe. Loving myself and giving myself everything I need. Had some rough nights lately, but I'm feeling light. Sun on my face, wind in my hair, color so bright. Tryna smile instead of quick to battle on sight. Loving it now, choosing what's really worth the fight. Lust for the clouds, mountains, and the rain. Understanding through my dreams that there's a path to heal pain. Getting lit to stay lit, it just don't hit the same. Got so sick and tired of playing the game, yeah. Can't let it keep me down, no. Can't let it keep me down, no. Gotta stay in the now.